So what is foot in the door technique? Foot in the door technique is a compliance technique that involves getting a person to agree to a large request by first setting them up by having that person to agree to a modest request. In 1966, two researchers, John Friedman as well as Scott Fraser, decided to test if this technique was real or had any real science behind it. The researchers contacted 156 women who were at home on a workday. They divided these 156 women into 4 smaller groups, where the first 3 groups were contacted twice and the last group was just contacted once. The first 3 groups were contacted by telephone and asked on what kind of household products they are currently using. They made note of those who complied and thanked them for their time. Now, 3 days later, the researchers called upon the same 3 groups of women as well as the last group, which they had no contact with before. They asked for a larger request, which is to send a representative down to help catalogue their household products. What the researchers found was that out of the first 3 groups who were asked the smaller request, 52.8% of those women agreed to let a complete stranger come into their home and look through their cabinets. For the fourth group of women, where the researchers had no prior contact with, they found only 22.2% of them agreeing to the larger request, which is to letting a complete stranger into their house and ransacking through their cupboards. One of the limitations will include the small sample size of the participants. This results in a low external validity, as it's more difficult to generalize the results with the general population. So what is the philosophy behind the foot in the door technique? Firstly, we have to be consistency. When we agree to a certain behavior, we are more likely to engage in a similar behavior to ensure consistency. This is why the parties are more likely to agree to the second larger request. Next, it will be self-perception. Self-perception allows individuals to use their own behavior as a guide for future attitude and behavior. Self-perception is how we interpret our attitude from our behavior. For those who agree to the initial request, will see as reflective of their self-perception and behavior. Thus, if they are consistent, they will agree to the second request. This, in turn, creates a self-image that they are the kind of person who agrees to this kind of request.
Created using Powtoon.